What's up YouTube, Mr. Llama RPG here, and today we're going to be continuing part 2 of Nightmare for our Whirlwind Barbarian guided playthrough. Let's play. You know I don't have a name still years later for it. It's been a pretty solid run, I would say. The improvements to Whirlwind we've definitely been able to feel, so shout out to the devs for giving us that little boost and helping it along. But now it's kind of time to level up a little bit, maybe get a tiny bit more gear before we really start entering into Hell, because Hell is where things really shift and get nasty. So let's jump in. We'll do a gear review, we'll do a stat review, all of the pieces, and we can talk beyond that. So for stats here, you can see we have 85 base strength, 93 base dex. We've had to kind of keep this up. This helps with a little bit with attack rating, helps us use our items. Rest into vitality, didn't put any into energy for this one right now. For our build, we're just maxing Whirlwind right now. We've got enough points right here into battle orders, got 8 base points right there. And then of course a few points natural resistance. Maxed out polearm mastery, just a few points off from that. And then we've got, you know, just kind of some single points around for various things. So we'll actually come back and max this probably after we max out polearm mastery, because right now we are using Insight. So it didn't get a great meditation roll, but it did roll 260 ED, which is fantastic. Only 187 bonus AR, which is a little sad, and only 2 to critical strike. So the ED is really great, but the other parts did kind of not roll super well, unfortunately. I have this helm right now with 1 to barb skills, 51 to life, 14 light res. This is definitely decent. We can also put a socket in this to get a little bit more. Also, stuff like the 9 energy is helpful. We have Mahim Oak, 10% bonus AR is really nice, and then 10 all attributes and res, solid as well. We did find Scolders, so again, you can already see 23 MF here, 62 MF here. We're building a lot of magic find on this character, which has been super nice. So I'm actually loving Scolders just for that magic find. Gives us the ability to potentially find some other gear along the way. We have these Crushing Blow Gloves. They rolled 9% and then 3% lifesteal with low strength and life. So this is helpful, especially for bosses. But we have Blood Fist as well if we ever need a low IAS we don't want to swap over. We have a Nagel Ring. Again, more magic find. Really getting us great magic find. This really nice belt we found with 27 life, 30 to light res. We have this for 86 attack rating, and Nagel also gives 63 attack rating here, which is great for this character because we do want to stack up attack rating. So this one's 86 AR, a little bit of res. Honestly, this ring could be replaced if we get a better AR ring. And then lastly, we have Vidala's for 30 fast run walk. For our charms, we really just got whatever lightning resists. Here's a little bit of added damage. Added cold is always nice. A little poison, but big attack rating from these two. And then some mana to help out with our Whirlwind sustain for this character. Here's a really nice helm as well that I would consider maybe shifting into, especially for Hell when things get a little nastier. Put a socket in that, add some resistance, and you're good. For our Mercenary, we've got Iron Pelt for him. The damage reduction and magic damage reduction is actually really nice, so I like that. We also have this solid helm right here, 30 AR, chance for Frost Nova when struck, which is a very good piece of gear. Might also be something I shift to myself instead of that other helm. And, you know, some good res overall. And then he has a strength currently, which has the chance for Crushing Blow and Lifesteal on it. Nothing amazing there, but it is all right overall. So, we've had the ability to kind of go, we can shop. I think we were looking at potentially shopping some better boots, because one thing about these boots is they're just okay, right? So already there's an upgrade to 40 faster run walk. We can move a little faster. But additionally, we could potentially find some faster run walk mixed with something else, such as like 30 fire res or whatever, right? And then that could be really, really nice boots. 5 dexterity, 40 fire res. If those rolled with faster run walk, they'd be absolutely gorgeous. So that can be a really nice like boot combination to find. You can also find really good belts and stuff. The issue right now is this belt, 43 life, 30 fire res. I'm gonna buy it just because I'm maxed on light res, but not on fire. But the issue overall, of course, is I'd be losing a socket, which is a little sad. So there's also some 20 IS gloves, 20 MF gloves. There's really a lot that we can do with all of that. So Nightmare shopping, again, you can do this for as little or as much as you want, but it is a really solid piece. Also, of course, we have our tele staff on our swap. And there you can see 30 fast run walk, 26 cold resist. I mean, it's super basic, and you can very easily find some really nice boots. And we could also, of course, if we wanted, grab these like 34 MF boots, and we can hot swap those on when we go kill Mephisto or something. And I think that actually might have been what we were doing on this character. I don't fully remember everything we were doing on him, but maybe we were killing Indariel. Who knows? Oh, we have a great Mephisto map. That's right. So if you get, you know, your gorgeous map like this can be just a fabulous place to come in and get your Whirlwind on. Of course, don't forget that. And just get some beauty hits in. So again, we've got really nice magic find. That's actually worrisome that that guy exists right there. I'm going to come over here and try and drag Mephisto away because that man will heal Mephisto, which would not be fun. Poor mercenary. Gorgeous. And maybe some really nice boots. I mean, they're almost really nice. If they just had run walk on them, they would be absolutely fantastic. No run walk, though. They had potential. So, of course, we can rinse and repeat that as much as we would like. Something like Ariat's Helm would just be an absolute god drop for this character. And, you know, I feel like this character does have some potential to get it as well. Let's go. My battle cry probably wore off on that last one. Got to make sure to keep that up. That really helps with mitigating his damage and allowing us to hit more, which is really helpful. Also, don't forget to feed your mercenary potions. And like I said, we can have some boots that we can shift on if we want, just to give us a little bit more MF chance right there. Because you never know. Rise is me, Sarchmaster, Thanatos, Fun Socks. Thank you guys. So this is pretty fast, honestly. Pretty fast Mephisto farming.
The Gamma we deserve. The streamer we deserve. Diablo Resurrected.
Nice.
Hold on. Please pause for this ad ready by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh
so
my
Llama
God.
can order more diapers next week.
Join my army of the dead.
Yai. D2 is back less than 3.
See, like, having that Fool's mod, 825 to attack rating, oh,
Use
that'd be
those
so
prime
nice,
subs,
but the
folks.
damage is just, like, not there. This is also not horrible with the 127 AR and stuff. Honestly, a little better than what our mercenary is currently using in some ways, but No lifesteal is going to hurt. Oh yeah, if anybody thinks I'm saying Diablo 2 boss fights are great, you're mistaken. But the loot farming of it, oh, so much better. I actually care about the items that could potentially drop here. Favorite inside base for Immerse? I probably end up using Cryptic Axe the most. I mean, if you're here to just try and be upset that I'm not playing Diablo 4, there's plenty of people that are streaming Diablo 4 that you can go watch. Just a heads up. Plenty. Or you could go play it. Couple sets. Not for us. What's the hotkey to put it on? Shift. Okay. So, I don't know. We could farm there, but if we want to get a little more experience, this is probably our real farm spot. And probably on a slightly higher player count as well. I'll tell you what though, feels nice to be back. You can also get some decent stuff from farming right there. I don't play with the hotbar on. No. Is IK set good for this character? IK set is okay. Ow, cursed extra strong. Be careful what you fight. Like, I would be happy to find the IK set as I was playing through here and stuff. Always the issue with Whirlwind is when you get stuck because you can't use your potions during it. Always rough. Which is why you play through here. It's nice not having to see vulnerable, vulnerable, slowed, absorbed. Sorry, we're not turning this into a crap on D4 stream. Game is fine. Besides, Llama RPG is coming, and that's going to be the game that's going to save everybody from modern gaming. So, we're good. Whoop, Steven. Nice, Teddy. Will the game be available on Steam? Yes, it will be released on El Steam, as they say in Spain. That battle cry really helps so much.
I tried going back to D2 recently as well, but the clunk inherently present in older games kinda made me bounce off.
Totally fair. Older games are a different style, you know? They're just a different style overall. So, you know, I don't blame anybody who tries it out and goes, yeah, just not for me. Whether it looks a certain way, you know, I mean, I'm sure Llama RPG is going to be the same way for some people. Will they be wrong? 100%. But are they allowed to be wrong? Of course. You know? That is their right. Why not Whirlwind in D4? I did not have any desire to play another class really in Diablo 4. That was honestly one of the biggest factors in me really shifting away. Coming back to D2. I mean, I always want to come back to D2 anyways. I love D2. But I just felt like, man, I'm just not crazy excited to, like, make another character, grind another character up. The leveling experience was not a good experience to me. Oh my god. My battle orders were off maybe as well? Probably. Dude hit hard. Yeah, I just was personally pretty bored on the leveling experience, and the idea of having to do it again, and not only having to do it again, but do it again where I'm not even playing through the story, because now I'm skipping the story because the campaign is just not like a good playthrough. Made it kind of sad to me. Like, one thing I love about Diablo 2, this is just me and Diablo 2, I love leveling up through Diablo 2 in a solo self-found run because I get to play through the campaign again. I think the campaign is really well built and a fun experience for me. It's fun to go through all the acts and have all that variety and all that. The game is the story, not the here you just have to do it once, then you can skip it forever. You know. Dang, frozen. So, yeah, I was like, I don't want to just pick up another character and immediately just go into the same dungeons that my level 100 sorceress is running and then just, like, do that, you know. That just didn't seem as fun to me. If you actually paid attention, the campaign was quite good. Look, story-wise, the campaign of D4 could be absolutely amazing. Mechanics-wise, I hated it. That's the difference. There was so many things I couldn't skip through. It just felt terrible trying to go through it. The density was really awful. It was not a fun play, even if the story was great. Which I don't know, right? I lost one to a good zone. I think the difference between terror zones being a 1 zone per hour after you've beaten the game that rotates around and brings you back versus every single area in the game always scaling to your level is a very big difference. And a very important difference as well to note. One of them, once you've beaten everything, allows you to revisit zones and give you that variety. The other one makes it so every time you level up, you get weaker unless you got your gear upgrade as well. Man, I really wanted to get this waypoint. The dynamic level scaling is pretty lazy to me, and one of the worst parts of Diablo 4. So the waypoint was just going to be right up at the top there. Okay, I do want the waypoint, so let's just go. Or is it down below? No. I'm stuck. Weird. Are there going to be new patches to D2R? Maybe later. Probably not for a little bit. I mean, I'm sure they have some more rune words that they'll like release or something, but impossible. They're going to be very focused on Diablo 4 right now, so okay.
Not in town. What is it?
Nice, Tenacious. Okay, so now I can go back and do here, Frozen River. We want to do the Frozen River, of course, because it contains the beautiful 10 all resistances. Also a gem shrine, which, as you know, we've talked about before. Whenever there's a gem shrine, go get whatever flawless you want upgraded. Put in your inventory. Have just the one, and now you have a perfect gem. Ugh. Asab, no. Go to town. Perfect.
Afternoon.
Easy does it. Not even a worry. Alright, go back and get our scroll. And baby, we just got ourselves 10 more all res. Absolutely huge. If you want, you can also look for shout spears right there. Okay, so let's X out and come back in, and we can level up a little bit more, then we can do Ancients and continue forward. Let's see what players 5 looks like for this character. Let me go out here. Pretty good, honestly. I almost don't believe that's players 5. Did I type it wrong? Player 7. And we have a decent amount of crushing blow, which definitely helps. Cold enchant's not as fun here. Go into Polar Mastery. I think that wasn't players 5, but I'm also cold this time, which does not help. Okay, let's at least get a couple kills here. Yeah, that was players 1 last time. We'll go ahead and go Vitality as well. Time to get that up a little. Barb needs a buff. I'm happy with him. I think they could improve some things with the items in some ways, but yeah, we definitely want to go to like players 5 again. I like that all the characters have different strengths and weaknesses and different like ways that they progress through the game, but they all can still like complete everything in their own way. Right? It's not like because he doesn't deal 500,000 damage a shot, now he just gets one shot and absolutely wrecked everywhere. It's just like challenge mode hero a little bit.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm running Insight right now. It's an okay Insight. Oh boy, that might be nasty. Come on, it's hang in there, buddy. Nice. You know who's also a really good mercenary? Act 5 mercenary. As a barbarian who can cast Battle Cry, though, it's not as bad. But Act 5 mercenaries do slap. I think running an Act 2 or 5, both, are solid ideas. You get them like a really nice sword. Let them go ham on some dudes.
Can I help you?
Should you play Project 2 or play D2R new season? I mean, it really depends what you're kind of looking for, you know? I think overall D2R is still very much staying true to the original, whereas PD2 is getting very much into its own kind of game, you know? That uses D2 as a base. So it just depends what you want. Good idea, Mitch. So, I'm curious. Chat. What out of 10, I just want to see one number, do you give Diablo 4?
Good afternoon.
7 6 6 6 6 5 6 6 7 8 8 7 7 7 7 6 6 6 5 7 7 7 3 8 3 7 6.5 6. Seems like 6 is pretty much 6 to 7 seems to be the pretty standard there. We could run a poll, yeah. And I think that's very fair. Like I said, I gave it a 6.11, which is probably slightly lower than the average there. So right now we're just leveling up still. Again, kind of leveling up and magic finding a little bit in the same way, right? Because I could even swap my boots over. Be a little bit slower, but we're just going out here. Because we are looking to see if we can get some nice gear right here. And we are running over 100 magic find. Which is a good amount of magic find. You gave Cyberpunk a 3 when it came out and an 8 now. Wow. I'm worried that it's, again, like I talked about before, I think they're focusing so much on the future of the game. They're not looking at the current states enough. And a lot of core pieces will not be addressed or take a long time to be addressed. And they'll be rewarded as big wins for the game, but they should have been things that were already implemented. The game early for you is an 8 or 9? Wow. See, I'm kind of the reverse. For me, it kind of made a curve up and then back down. I would say it started out as like a 3 for me. The campaign and the mechanics of the campaign were truly terrible and I did not enjoy it. Then the mid game, it went up to like a 5. The slightly mid to later game, it was up to like probably a 7. Especially when I first started doing some PvP, I was having a really fun time. And then once I hit like 80, and especially like 90, it went back down to like a 5 to a 6 for me. And the only thing that really kept me coming back at that point was PvP. So that was my kind of progression through it. But it's interesting to see people having the opposite. I think overall, though, everybody feels, or most people feel, the end game is not feeling good. Yeah, PvP needs fixes, but I didn't expect PvP to be perfect. I think my thing is I came in expecting PvP to be absolute garbage. And it was actually a lot better than expected. So even though it's not perfect, it's got issues. There's still too much reliance on like CC and the stupid unstoppable pieces of it and all that. But that's just kind of a flaw with the game overall, is how much reliance and everything they've put onto just everybody being, you know, CC. Every monster CCs like crazy, and it's all just how much can you unstoppable them.
Let me turn off all the words and numbers, and I'll love D4.
That would also help. You can turn the numbers off. Not the words, though. But yeah, I mean, overall, a big factor as well is D4 itemization and progression is not as addicting as Diablo 2. There is a lot to be desired there, and that ultimately did not give me the addiction dopamine to continue to really come back over. And it also does make me slightly go, do I want to go through seasons and collect all the renown again and do all that stuff again every time? You think you're making good points, Moody, but you're really not. You're missing the point. Which is sad, but it's a common thing among people who come in and try and hate on Diablo 2 as a way to make themselves feel better about Diablo 4's current state. When we talk about Diablo 2 itemization, we're not saying that the end result of all items and the builds currently are perfect. I mean, one, the game is pretty solved overall. It's a 20-year game, 23-year-old game. So yes, there is that. What people are talking about is the base core of items and affixes. And it may be a little harder for understanding, but it is the idea of the affixes and items existing in a way that is interesting. It's the idea that a white item, a gray item, a blue item, a rare item, a set item, a unique item can all inspire you when it drops on the ground. It's the way that affixes, prefixes, and suffixes can roll and combine. It's how you can take an item that you got at level 15 and still use it through to the end game. It's a lot of pieces. It is the idea that your items matter and you care about what they are throughout, and you know what items you're using. There is a lot that makes Diablo 2 itemization what it is, and it's not the idea, okay, well, in the end game, everybody is wearing Enigma. Right. We understand, yeah, it's a little bit annoying. And a lot of people agree with you on that. But that's not what anybody means when they say Diablo 2 itemization is fantastic. On top of finding items for other classes that you'd love and then building characters so you can use those items on said classes and things. We're on player count 5 right now. I don't know why I said 5. And that's not even talking about like how fun trading is and all the like great pieces about, you know, the game in that way. For fire res, we'll take that out and swap it in as we love resistances. So, anyways, that is what people mean when they talk about itemization. And you'll find a lot of people would actually say Diablo 2 itemization was better if you go back into like 108. Right? Because you know what's sad? The fact that grief dominates every single melee weapon in the game. That sucks. I don't like that. A lot of people don't like that. The fact that rare armors are just worthless. No point in picking up a rare armor. Because you have Fortitude, Enigma, COH, Spirit just wrecks everything, so you just have to run Spirit. They brought in fixes with rune words, and it really hindered itemization in the long run. That being said, a lot of people love that. So it's hard for me to even say that it's, you know, super bad. I didn't, KS. What did he say? So yeah, OP rune words are like, they're fantastic and also terrible. But a lot of people love them. Like Enigma is iconic, you know? And I think the idea of working towards Enigma, towards faith, towards all of that is what people really do love. But they also are potentially just so good that they broke down a little too much. So, and that's kind of the best part about like at least rare helmets, is that rare helmets in Diablo 2, you have your diadems and your circlets and all that, and they actually have that potential to really like surpass. Same with boots. Boots, rings, amulets are generally getting a crafted one there. Gloves, you're kind of off your non-rune word pieces, and then your helmets are places where rares can really shine, and that's a fantastic thing because you have cool, you know, other gear and uniques and stuff that fit in there, but then you have, for the further stretch, some like awesome rare visionary helm, yeah. I think that stuff's really fun. And Path of Exile is a great example of a game that gets the idea of what makes items really great. Now, is it complicated as all get out and like all the ways you can craft it and everything? Oh my god, it's so freaking confusing. They overdid it. But they understand why items are so good in the game. What makes the affixes really fun to look at and use. This is the worst sound effect in the game. Like, turn it down. Yeah, being frozen here really sucks. Wow, 40 IAS, 10 FCR. I don't think I've ever seen IAS and FCR roll together. Like, I want to go look at the groupings of those almost. It's not like a great item or anything, but... Have y'all seen that? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I have, and I'm just forgetting. I don't think I've seen IAS and FCR. The chesty streamers are playing D4, so that's where you're gonna be. There you go. Looks like my man found his spot. True, Nero. We'll go more vitality here. And since Polar Mastery is maxed, now we can continue back to Whirlwind. Hot Tub section has taken over Diablo 4. They are all about it. Dang cold, man. I almost want to roll that wisdom or something just to not be cold. Can I play D2 but tell Twitch I'm playing D4 for the drops? Doubtful. If you stream in the wrong category, you're not allowed to do that. Part of my thought also for coming back to D2 was it seemed like a lot of people were like, all right, great, some people are playing D4, but when are people coming back to play D2? I figure, you know what, let's give some people that. Just a one-off stream? Nope. Can I Be Frozen is rough in the game. Needs to be in more spots for sure. It also just needs to be something you can craft onto like some boots or something, honestly. Safety gear should have a cannot be frozen roll. Crafting in D2 leaves a lot to be desired in places that they could really improve the game. Just find Ravenfrost? We're trying, baby. Never played Barbarian 2. Do you need to pick one weapon skill and stick with it? Yeah, I mean, generally you're going to play whatever the, type is that you want to play, and you'll stick with that. So I'm a Whirlwind Barbarian, so I'm going to be Whirlwind. If I wanted to be, Concentration Barb, I would play Concentration, and then I'd pick whatever I want to hit with. If I wanted to play Frenzy, I do that. Double Throw, I do that. You kind of Warcry. You pick what you want, and you kind of stick around with that piece. Not many builds you're running like multiple attack, types.
I can't carry anymore.
New martial arts assassin fun. I mean, I leveled the martial arts assassin to 99, and I don't want to play her again, mostly because she reminds me too much of Diablo 3, Diablo 4, all the like modern gaming. It's too much blow up everything on screen. And even like positioning with it, again, it's like dive into the middle of everything, blow up everything on screen. It kind of plays that same way. And I just don't enjoy that way as much. So it was like fun for a little bit, but overall I was like, if I'm going to keep enjoying Diablo 2 for a long, long time, I can't play this character. We are too old. Yeah, pretty much. True that, Ellis. True that. Where's all my magic find coming into play, man? All this MF. Where's my uniques?
What do you need?
I don't really care for that towel, actually. What's the link, Joseph? We're doing our guided playthrough, so... of which we're enjoying. It's really nice to just like farm some nice casual Mephistos. I don't think everybody's gonna love it, but for me, man, I could just do like 500 Mephisto runs on this character right now and just have an absolute blast. You gotta give me some like what that's about and things. If somebody says, tell me what the link's about, and then you just post the link, then, not great. One to Barbie skills. Little Berserker's gear. I really liked the PvP. It could be improved slightly, but I thought the PvP in D4 had a lot of good potential. Oh, Lilith figure. Yeah, if you want that. I'm not much of a... Ooh, let's go players 3. I don't really like spending over $1,000 on a statue or a toy personally, but to each their own. Hoping PoE 2 blows the doors off this genre. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, the thing is, Llama RPG is coming out. It's going to blow the pants off of a lot of stuff, but it is a turn-based RPG. JRPG. And I think that is going to, you know, be tough for some people. That'll probably come out in 2024. I still think we can get an alpha out in a few months, personally. Saigons! The start of the Saigons begins. What's the pre-order incentive for the game? You get the game early as a thank you. But, like, that's it. 2 to combat skills, 2 to battle cry, 2 to iron skin. It's interesting, but probably not better.
What do you need?
It's also ethereal. But Saigons, now Saigons is really interesting because you get a few Saigons pieces together and oh baby, you have got yourself a stew. It'll be on Steam. Llama RPG will be focused on PC first. Then I'll do a port for console and maybe in like mobile later if possible, as I do think it'll be a good game for those. But I want to focus on not building the game for like all 3 at the same time, because then the game always ends up being weird and not great. Why isn't Llama RPG an ARPG? That's Llama ARPG, to be developed later on. For my first game I made, though, I wanted to, you know, not try and bite off more than I could chew. And at the same time, I wanted to really utilize the system that I've been building for combat. It's kind of like the novelty of the game. I've talked about that before, how I think, you know, D4 is missing some novelties. And kind of like what is the game really built around that makes it like unique. I think the combat in Llama RPG is going to be really unique and a really fun piece that I'm building around. And so I want that to be, you know, a really like important, fun piece of it all. And I think that'll be, hopefully, something really great. That's great, Jed. I think it should be able to release in 2024. I think we should be able to have an alpha here soon. Personally. No, we're talking Llama RPG. Like, I think when I say alpha, I mean like really early alpha. But I think hopefully what I want in the alpha is I just want to test out the combat. I almost want to make it like a little PvP, maybe a slight PvE. So it's like kind of like Diablo 2 when they did their first like alpha. It was like not even all of Act 1. You got like the Blood Moor, maybe like Cold Plains or something. But you could like go on and duel other people. So kind of like a demo, yeah. I want it to be like you go out, you get the first area, the first town, and you can level up there, get items there, and then PvP there. And you'll just maybe level to like 10, 11, 12, you know, whatever, right? But you'll get through the main gameplay loop, which is finding gear, upgrading gear. Oh yeah, it'll be a free demo there. That's also nice. And you know, PvPing other people. Oliver, thank you. Hi, Evil. How you doing? So that will hopefully be the quote-unquote alpha. I think it'll be better to even call it demo, right? Also, I'm just having too much fun farming Mephisto. I feel like for the guided playthrough, I should almost move on and go like level a little more and then continue there, but we can always... This is just part nightmare, so you know what? It's totally fine. Because I'm just going to kill Baal and we'll be through with part nightmare. So it's about leveling up and getting gear. Diablo 4 is totally fine. But now that I have one Saigon's piece, ooh, I really want a second one.
I can't carry.
Really want that second one. Izod, thank you. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you can always shift it.
Hail to you, champion.
Maybe, Drayden. What makes Saigon sets good? It's actually got some really nice combinations. So the boots give 50 magic find if you get the additional pieces, right? On top of just like the basic stuff they have combined, which is, you know, you get the 20 fast storm knock, 40% cold res. You get like, you know, some strength, some life and fire res from the belt. So like they have their base pieces that are nice. But then when you get the combinations, the gloves give 30% IAS. The boots give 50% magic find. The helm gives attack rating based on level. You get 10% life leech from the like combination pieces of it. There's really a lot of like interesting. We found that twice. There's some clay glass. Oh wait, I need my boots. And good old Frosties. Which, it's a nice increased max mana. 5% enhanced damage. Just not quite enough for us. So, there's really some nice benefits for having combinations on the pieces. And that's not needing the whole set or anything. So just running 2-3 pieces is really nice. Talking up Saigons to make it seem like D4 itemization is bad? Bro, I don't need to talk up Saigons to let you know that D4 itemization is bad. True dirty. Come on, Saigon's helm and gloves. All this magic find. 146%.
Hail to you, champion.
Brutal.
Woot, back to D2. Have to ask, is your camera source placed in front of your layout? As
Probably.
it looks like it is not within the border. Been wondering for months.
How's that? Does that look better? A low-level telly rune word. No, we have telly stabs. That literally is your low-level teleport. Just covered more up. We can do this together. Ripley, thank you for the sub. I want to get Ariots, Ravenfrost, another Nagel Ring. Jinther's Rift, interesting. Duriel Shell.
Greetings.
Saigon's Gloves. I mean, that's not bad. It's really some decent damage. I might almost get an Act 5 Mercenary, give it to him. Let's get rid of some runes and some gems. Yeah, everything we wanted to do, I'd say. We'll go more Vitality and more Whirlwind. Agreed, Commander.
Impossible.
D2R looks better visually than D4. I do agree with that. D4 has some stunning areas, but also some bad looks, and then things like the inventory and stuff look really bad in D4, in my opinion. Kind of jarring. Mobile looking. But I think D2R, like the fire and the spells and things, look much better incorporated in the environments. But D2R is honestly newer than Diablo 4. Like, Diablo 4 has been in production longer. I would also be accepting of Angelics, Amulet, and Rings. Bang! Ah!
Hail to you, champion.
Mage Wrath. I almost want to give this to a mercenary. Have like a bow merc with Mage Wrath. Some fun item drops there. Should probably be pretty decent, to be honest. Burger or fish and chips? Give me that boga. Done with D4? Yeah, for now. If Season 1 looks interesting, I'll go back and play Season 1 for a bit. season. You know, I might go back for season launches and see how good the seasons feel, but ultimately the core of the game is still feeling a little busted to me. Now we're at least starting to get set and unique items. Got ourselves the Patriarch there.
Greetings.
Which honestly could also be kind of a fun one, but it's just like not enough. Does anyone know what the seasonal content will include other than Battle Pass? It'll include a Battle Pass and probably a new endgame boss and new cosmetics for the season, and then potentially some new theme. We don't know how much they're going to try and do, like, you know, Path of Exile, where they build a whole new, like, thing for you to go do. Or if it's just going to be, like, themed around, like, a little different, you know. Thank you. So that part we have to wait and see. I don't know. We'll honestly just have to see.
Hail to you, champion.
20 IS, 104 ED, repairs durability, and ethereal. Huh. Ort. I need a perfect sapphire. Just wish the ED was higher on it. That's really interesting, though.
What do you need?
It's really a fun one. Yeah, like having that for low-level dueling or something. A level 19 can use that, you guys. That's insane for level 19. I know, Koa. Yes, S&T. Ah, sorry, KS. Like, I want to go... I don't even know if I want to up it exactly. I kind of want to just go and, like, make a new character and give that to that character at level 19. Like, make a charge paladin and give him that axe. You know?
I am overburdened.
No, I can leap over, but it doesn't bring my mercenary.
What do you need?
Hail to you,
Like...
champion.
And then you can upgrade it after, you know? But man, at level 19, that just seems so fun. What runer is best? I mean, insight's pretty good here. Probably nothing really, Commander. Plated belt! Number 2 is here! Let's go, baby! Saigons! Saigons! Saigons!
Good to see you.
5% bonus AR. Nice. But only one. Let's go!
Greetings.
The armor and belt is not the combination we really want, though. But get me that helm, gloves, or boot. Baby, we have got a stew. Whoa. Now that's magic find. Alright, I've got treads, which don't really give us much here. They're not bad. We've got cannot be frozen, but in the worst way. We've got the blade of Mr. Alibaba. And angelic Vidalis. But if we ran like a combination here, I say we give it a try. Worth a shot. We can also, of course, put some gems or jewels in here. I could do minus target defense with an Ethrune. Oh, you're right. I'm not running Blade Mastery. Crap. That hurts a lot.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you.
You want me to take that?
Burn respec. Ooh, look at that jewel. I almost want to put that into my Axe. For later. Alright, let's just go ith. Let's just make it max damage. Alright, let's do it. Let's see how it feels. This puts us almost at... Well, we actually lose some MF, so we're at 178, up from 146. It says I'm a rapper, give you a demo. Exclamation mark, rap. Or I can play it for you.
Many moons have passed since I left the town of Tristram behind me. Since then I've tried to forget the terrors I beheld beneath the cold earth and the twisted nightmares that have haunted my every waking moment. There's something dark within me now. I can feel it. Ice blast to the past of
definitely faster.
Class, an orb of ice,
but I do less damage.
The faster frozen mass, they shattered into glasses of ash. A chill and blizzard wizards cast, and now I'm gone in a flash. And we don't stop. A Nova proc, a weapon swap, a unique drop. We're tearing through this chaos. Listen to our master rap to flock. The lasso pop, the moment stopped. He's finally free. Not even death can save from me. Holy bone, holy shield, holy freeze. I might smite the Lord of Terror unto his knees. I'll set free the beast within just to watch him bleed. Pure concentration, no salvation, just to restore peace and bring order to the world. The desecration from my sword. He start a war. I'll massacre the core foundation of the Lord. This ain't no soul in search of answers, just a hero with a T. And by the time I finish slaying, there won't be Diablo 3.
Oh.
Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the hate and pain. I instigate a flow so great, eviscerate the syndicate. I decimate, eradicate my foes. Enter a tonic state, they suffocate, choke on my name. Lord of seduction, Lord of disruption, Lord of the lies, Baal hides inside. He's terrified, mass genocide. My master rhymes identify the stale while they listen as I amplify. Specify it's time to die. Bring it back to the
Rake Scar is kind of fun.
Travel east to find the beast so I can slay him with my rap. Don't
Upgrade
need
that.
or a sword. Tie my hands behind my back like a shop up. I'ma kill him with my lyrical attack. Time to let out my battle cry. I don't find the time to grind a level 9 to 9. Support the party wizard and that summon god. I stand to tank the flank of dolls, but when I try to fight, my damage lacks. A crepified, I can't attack. I spent my life mastering axes, now I'm damned to cat. Or cries of anguish, they don't care, they want the man or back. Dead dreams of prestige, honor, valor. Now I stand and rap, I go slow. A mental block from years ago, still trapped inside my mind. The frigid highlands all
This
I
player's
know.
one.
Yet as I hit my blows, my vengeance charges start to grow. Look out, Diablo, this barbarian's about to steal the show. I spit fire, but not the weak like Inferno. Ebotted poison over shots crush from my goblin toes. Line by line, I'm breathing rhymes in a red lightning hose. And if you're caught up in this flow, your corpse just might explode. Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the hate and pain. I instigate a flow so great, eviscerate the syndicate. I decimate,
pizza.
eradicate my foes. Enter a tonic state, they suffocate, choke on my name. Lord of seduction, Lord of disruption, Lord of the lies, Baal hides inside. He's terrified, mass genocide. My master rhymes identify the stale while they listen as I amplify. Should specify it's time to die. Catastrophe, metallic bashing me. Can't throw blows cause I chose my caricature. Tornadoes, dodging mobs like it's an
maybe Ember.
allergy. Path and war's a product of a master mastery. I pray to D, pray straight blasphemy. I pray to find a glitch or bug to get me past these three. I'll lose my mind if Talik's extra faster, I can't see. Maddox throws it's time to focus, DJ drop that beat. They're afraid of the pain that I ingrain in the brain. Degrade the brave escapades by throwing shade at the name. My rage built enter lame, volcanoes burning away.
Plague Bear is nice.
Hurricane chill to the core, can't escape. Soon be no more disengrave statues of gold that I say you're worthy hero. Now go slay the Lord of destruction today. Source and control through its fate. Get to the throne to delay your only hope. Take a moment now, ready, set, play. Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the hate and pain. I instigate a flow so great, eviscerate the syndicate. I decimate, eradicate my foes. Enter a tonic state, they suffocate, choke on my
nice
name.
one, too.
Lord of seduction, Lord of disruption, Lord of the lies, Baal hides inside. He's terrified, mass genocide. My master rhymes identify the stale while they listen as I amplify. Should specify it's time to die. Blade should on assassin and fade for res maxima. Waves of fire setting ablaze to trespassing and slaves and the mass demon's a beast.
Did I write these lyrics? Yes. You. Written and performed by Llama. I actually spent a lot of time writing those lyrics to try and get as much intricate rhyming beyond just like, you know, rhyming the last words and all that stuff. I tried to really play into the whole scheme of the song working together. So I'm pretty proud of it.
What do you need?
That was my other one. Hey, I'm not saying I'm the greatest rapper. I think I'm better at writing than rapping, to be honest. D4 review rap. Love sonnet to Moo Girl next. It's a good one. Lyricleus. Ooh! What a gorgeous helm! Let's go, baby! Not Ariats, but Rockstopper! So good. Look at all those res trash rolls. That's okay. Fantastic. Tri-res with PDR, and I can put a socket in it. Super helpful. That's a great, great find. Honestly, only like Ariats is probably going on in place of that. Like, that's a really hard one to beat. Everything on it's so good. And physical damage reduction percent actually really helps for a character like this here. Probably the best helm drop in Nightmare. Besides Ariats, yes. But that's very Barb specific, so yeah, I agree. Though if we get Saigon's helm, ooh, I didn't think about that. Ooh, what do we do if we get Saigon's helm? Vamp Gaze would be okay, but this beats out Vamp Gaze for me in a playthrough like this. What do we do with Saigons? I guess we use the Saigons. All that attack rating will be super nice. Oh man, again, I really want to get Saigon's gloves and boots. And they're not that rare from Mephisto. So yeah. Finding 4 or 5 Saigons from Mephisto is not too crazy. But it's also not that rare from anything. Exactly. I mean, we find Saigons in a lot of just playthrough casuals. I think on our Amazon we found it. We found like 4 pieces or something, just kind of casually playing through. With an offline character, you cannot play with friends. You used to be able to with LAN, but they removed that in D2R, sadly. Oh, not a bad bow. Which is very sad. Like I said, that's one of the saddest parts of D2R and just games in general nowadays. How they just got rid of offline mode. Which is why Llama RPG will have an offline and an online mode for you to play. And offline will be truly offline. Mods will be supported. Being excited about items is my favorite thing. And just enjoying this playthrough. Just playing through the campaign of the game and having a fun time and being excited item hunting is really nice.
Hello.
If that's what it takes, Doliad. I have not uploaded this yet. The start of this. That is too much stuff up there. We gotta drag down to here. I have it like ready to upload, but I actually need a thumbnail for it. Cool, and No Man's Sky. What? Release a terrible game? P7 for faster level. Just a little bit too hard to kill right now. It feels like P7. P5 seems to be a good sweet spot for us. Geared out wipes the floor, but now there's the all rune. I mean, I think we played D4 for a good amount of time. Maybe I'm wrong. Grief is the best in slot, yeah. Could have played for half the time and did all the same content. I mean, you're not wrong. Kind of surprised we didn't explore the other classes. I mean, me too. I just never had the drive to explore the other classes because it just felt like, I don't know, it didn't seem like a different enough experience and like it was interesting enough to really go explore them. Foul rune. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on, chat. We got a foul rune. We got a foul rune. Now, obedience or unbending will? Let us compare. Probably just depends which base we get. Obedience. 40% hit recovery, 370% enhanced damage, 30% chance to cast level 21 enchant when you kill an enemy. That's some nice attack rating. Minus target defense, adds cold damage, minus fire resist, 40% chance of crushing blow, all res 20 to 30, and requirements minus 20%. Helkothol Eth Fal. One of the best leveling rune words. Unbending Will. Fal Io Ith Eld El Hell. Pretty similar. This one goes in pole arms. This one goes in swords. So we're already built for obedience a little bit. But unbending will, we could run a second sword with it. 18% chance to cast level 18 taunt. Oh, interesting. Plus 3 to combat skills, which is only 3 to whirlwind. Not a ton, but something. 20 to 30 IS, 300 to 350 ED. 9 max damage, 50 attack rating, 8 to 10 lifesteal, prevent monster heal, a couple others. So we get the IAS here, which is really nice. But with Whirlwind, if we just do a bunch of short whirlwinds, doesn't matter as much. Similar ED. I mean, I think obedience just wins out. The only really nice thing here is I could use this with a second sword, which would be nice. But the enchant is a lot of AR, which is really going to be nice. Huge damage, minus defense, crushing blow, and the all res, which is also super helpful. So I think this will just be our way to go. Hell, Ko, Thol, Eth, Fal. Do we have a Ko rune is the question. No. Let's see what we have of the two of them. So we need... I also just used my Ith runes. Fal rune... L rune could potentially be needed. Eld rune could potentially be needed. Io, I could have sworn I had an Io rune, but I guess not. I have no Io and no Hell? Wow. I need runes, man. Ith won't be hard to get, that's fine. If we go obedience, we need Helko, Thol, Eth, Fal. Eth, Thol. So we need Helko. We also, of course, need the base. Tricky, tricky. But we've got the Fal rune, the hardest part. So now we can just see. Let's go see what bases we get. Now remember, it's a 5 open socket base that we would be looking for, or 6 open socket. So check out, you know, cryptic axes. Tusk sword can't. We'll level up here and look at what bases we can find. But white bases will also work for us here. We can also look at Mephisto on the weapon racks and see what we're getting there. Early Hell for base could be a possibility. Nightmare Cows, I would probably just get wrecked in, I'm not gonna lie. Thanks, leader. Ooh, get it. Chang's gloves, nice. Sure, go for it, D3. We could also, to try and get the Ko rune, go to whatchamacallit? Nightmare Lower Kuros. We've done Forge, right? Yeah, what did our Forge drop? I don't even remember. It's been a bit. Must have been garbage. It'd be nice on our Amazon.
Join my army of the dead.
Found IK armor, nat weapon, SOJ, and perfect Mara
Whoa.
yesterday. All because I was subbed to Mr. Llama SC.
I mean, I'm not saying it's because you were subbed, but... Oh, I forgot to check the racks. Sorry. Now that I have a baby and stuff, it's like... I'm with Moo Girl. Ursulus, thank you as well. So the idea of finding the secret cow level in Diablo 4 really doesn't appeal to me that much. It feels like a gimmick almost, you know. Maybe it'll be a fun thing for people to go after, but it feels like they're really playing to just try and like have the nostalgia hit from like the cow level or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be anything that would change the game for me, you know.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry.
Giant axe. Okay, so we've got our venom grips, which are nice because they do have 5% lifesteal and some poison res, but I think our crafted is still better. I'd be more interested to see if it was some unique thing. Yeah, it'll probably just be like another dungeon with a similar layout to one of the other ones or something. Come on. Korun plus Saigons plus Nagel or Raven or Angelics. Or, I mean, there's so many things. Or Ariots. Duriel Shell. Not quite. Good old Ripsaw.
What do you need?
I think there was crunch to push out Diablo 4 as well. Are you the only one liking D4? No. There's plenty of people that are enjoying it. I thought it was still fun. But I mean, I have probably 200 plus hours in it, and it's a game where, to me, the cracks started to show the more and more I played it. Could be a good game when the season starts. Not to me. It needs like another year of development in important areas of core, but it feels like they're already past the core. They're really trying to focus on monetizable content of,
Not in town.
you know, expansion, season. Man, I keep forgetting that rack. So, yeah, bigger worries around that. That the core is just not being. So the game is what it is, more it feels like, and they'll change it some and it'll have some adjustments, but I'm not sure it'll get to the point that I would really love it to get to. But we'll see. Weapon rack, good idea. I know character. Llama RPG is the future of gaming anyways. Agreed. I mean, it's... just from everything I've heard. It's a really good base, just like Vanilla WoW, but it's easily ruined. See, I don't think it's a really good base like Vanilla WoW. I think Vanilla WoW had a better base. I think it's a solid base that has a lot of base work that needs to be done. But I don't feel they will do the base work and instead just try and do the expansion work. But like, man, going back and playing Vanilla WoW, when they re-released Classic, it was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Reminded me about all the great things in World of Warcraft and stuff. I'd rather have the Greaves. If only those Greaves rolled set, man, we would have the Saigons.
What do you need?
If only. Oh yeah, I'm just like not touching the racks at all. I mean, I wouldn't say Diablo 4 was so trash. I already switched. What's up?
You gotta call your air conditioning guy.
Yeah.
He looks like he lost your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave it don't wait too long.
Do you gotta do it every year or something?
No? Oh, yeah, no, I haven't inspected it. They come once a year for air conditioning, once a year for heat. So you just set up a regular code.
Oh, okay.
And they'll come, and then if anything's wrong, they'll fix it, or ask you if you want it fixed.
Yeah, your dude was... He was trying to charge way too much for refrigerant, though.
What?
Your guy was trying to charge me so much more for refrigerant.
Which guy was that? The AC Pro guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, the other guy that... Like, when they came out...
Well, then call whoever, but don't use mine.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't, mine's brand new, so he tries to sell me shit to say no.
Yeah.
He just wants to sell option.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But
Too much.
Call,
Alright.
you gotta call somebody.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot.
Now, you make, that's, you get those fixed.
I mean, a year ago I had them put refrigerant in it. On the other side was the one that actually needed it last time, not this side.
Well, you're leaking fluid. You know, your refrigerant. That's what it's most likely.
Did you go look?
No, I can't tell.
Oh, okay. I thought you
I'm
knew.
just saying that most often what happens is you have a leak and the refrigerant escapes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can put a sealant in it, depending how big it is. They can try that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you know, maybe the coil needs to be replaced.
Is that on the outside unit there then?
Well, it could be up in the attic too, or wherever your inside unit is.
Okay.
It just depends. They're going to come out and check that.
Okay.
You need to call them quick because you're going to just that thing's going to keep running around.
Yeah.
All you do is call on air.
Yep.
All right. You have something else?
All right. I got everybody coming. Like I said, he wanted to charge like $500 a pound or something. He wanted to charge like $300 a pound or something like that.
You should have the old refrigerator.
I do, and it's kind of like going
really
out.
expensive,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
more expensive. But the other guy that came out,
Call the other guy.
he charged like $80 a pound.
Yeah, the guy from the warranty company.
Yeah.
Just call him out on a service call.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there anybody who's an air conditioning specialist in the chat? The reason I took the craving energy bonus on Cease's counter board. It was just for the boost, yeah. Well, it was for the side boost. Yeah, so I have the old Freon, whatever the heck refrigerant is. The old kind that is like going out. Is it just called Freon? R22, that sounds right. How much should that cost per pound? Or gallon, whichever way they measure it. I know they don't make it anymore, but they still have it. 110 to 120. As of mid-2023, our refrigerant 22 will range from 50 to 80 per pound. Maybe a little bit higher for Texas. I'm just trying to find you paid 70 a pound. Yeah, I paid like 70, 80 a pound. This dude came out and was trying to charge me 250 a pound. And I was like, you can leave. But then I still had to pay the guy for just being general. A little bit better attack rating with some min damage. We'll take it. You know, for just coming out. Whatever it was. I don't know. It was multiple hundreds. New AC Unit 2 will set you back 10k. Yeah, we got to do a man versus stream if we want to get a new AC unit, man. But I need AC first. I need the coolant in here. Like I said, we're gonna have to start it soon. I have 3 ACs.
Yes,
I think.
not in town.
1 downstairs and 2 upstairs for each side. I already turned off the other upstairs one that Warren lives in, because he doesn't need AC. He's fine. He closes the curtains. That keeps the heat out enough. Fix any leaks before filling. Well, last year I put coolant in the other side. So this side was not... Wait, no, this side was hot as well, right? Because I was streaming... Hold on. Now I can't remember. No. Because I was streaming on the other side last year. That's right. Wait, I don't remember. Where was I streaming? Did I switch over there because it was... I forget, man. Maybe it was this side. Regardless... The guy who came out last year didn't charge a lot for the coolant, but he also had like 1.3 stars on Yelp. But that's the person that the warranty company would go with. So now we can pick our own person to go with. Another Eth repair, but nothing great. Oh yeah, I mean, he was terrible. He came and he filled the wrong one first and charged me. He was just awful. But you are correct. Last year, we did put coolant here. So there has to be a coolant leak somewhere then. PvP system in Diablo Immortal is great, minus the whole pay-to-win piece of it. I would say Diablo Immortal had a better base than Diablo 4, honestly, in some regards. It was just unfortunately a horrible pay-to-win trash can. Okay, so this is a nice belt, but you know, not quite for us. We'll do a little bit more here, then we'll move forward.
I need a key.
Get it, Stu. Start talking about D5 now? I think we're all on the point where we're just talking about Llama RPG now. Exclamation mark RPG Discord if you want more information on Llama RPG. Am I disappointed how quickly I've transitioned back to D2? Honestly, I think I've transitioned. I spent more time on D4 than I thought I was going to spend, so... Not really. I feel like I got more out of it than I was expecting to, in a way. What are D3's biggest problems and criticisms? Honestly, similar to D4's, but just a little different. Llama RPG will cost $9.99. Did I spend more time on D4 because the mount subs were raining in and diapers are expensive? No. I was enjoying the PvP aspect. I mean, you know. I think it was a fine play. I had some fun, and maybe I'll go back for some seasons, you know? Yeah, yeah. First 1K sold will be Founder Edition.
What do you need?
We'll have some fun little things, but ooh, 60 to life is kind of nice with 2 open sockets. I still like that better for him. Are you sourced on season 1? No, I would make a different character. Man, it's hot up here, you guys. I am sweating my tushy off. All said and done, do we think making an MMO is a good move? No. Especially because I think they really struggle. The level scaling really brings it down. And they didn't make an MMO because there's no people in it. It's like it's the loneliest MMO. I've said this 100 times. The loneliest MMO I've ever played. Maybe we'll do first 1,000 people get their name engraved in a statue in Llama's room or something. Diablo 4 help videos are dead and done. I mean, they're not dead, they all work. Maybe we can make 1 or 2 more with some things if people have questions. Imagine 1,000 people playing Llama RPG. I know, that's ambitious. Honestly, if we could sell 3,000 copies, I would be ecstatic. The ultimate dream number to sell would be 10,000. The game did okay. Would be maybe selling 1,000, but it would depend how many people continue to play it. Because the more people that play it, the more things I can bring into the game, you know.
Hello.
1 to barb skills, 1 to find item, 15 to life with 2 open sockets. Ooh, look at those gloves. Wow. I think it will also be a good mobile game. Attack speed, resist, and MF. But I would lose my crushing blow. That's fair, Neil. It feels good to be playing some D2 here. How many months till new DTR reset? I'm not sure. Barbecue with 5 gifted subs. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to do 4 months or 5 months from the last one. Thank you, Bear. If you preferred Diablo 4, drop a gift sub in chat. If you preferred Diablo 2 Resurrected, drop a Prime sub in chat. Let's get a count on which one people preferred here. Steve's with the Prime or a regular sub.
Good afternoon.
Not bad.
Here you go.
Jumping with the Prime. So far 2-0 here. In favor of D2R.
I can't.
Yeah, Diablo Immortal subs, they can't sub. They've spent all their money on legendary gems. That's why you don't ask them.
D2R, D2R,
3 to nothing. Wow. Look at that. Llama's making a game. I am. It's fair, Konu. There is my Discord channel for Llama RPG. Take a look right there. You can see everybody joining it. Jimmy's in, Amari, Thespi. And here you can browse through the channels. You can get a read of the specs, the game summary, the team, the lands. Stuff within LlamaRPG.com has more information. We discuss more about release schedule, story, all of that stuff. There's videos here, Q&A, in-depth crafting video. Just tons of good stuff. Llama RPG is just the working title. Nope. That's the name of the game, baby.
Impossible.
If the name of a game is a reason you'll play it or not, then maybe you should go play something like, I don't know, Diablo 4 or something. .2D top down. Yep. Well, yeah. Who is the narrative designer? Sawyer is doing narrative design, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care about story in games, but Llama RPG's story so far is amazing. I'm like blown away. I'm like, wow, I actually care about it. Vitality, Whirlwind. We're level 57. Let's go ahead and go to Ancients. Let's go give them a try. Make sure we go to Players 1 as well. I've just heard a lot of rumors through the rumor mill about Llama RPG being Game of the Year. I am crazily looking forward to Llama RPG. It's not even funny.
The guardians of Mount Aryan await.
Alright, let's take a look and see how these guys go. We don't want Holy Freeze. So remember, you can always reset these dudes. And you can always separate these guys, which as well is a good idea. Extra strong, mana burn, mana burn. Might be annoying with the mana burn. And we'll go ahead and sell this, and we'll get mana. We'll swap our boots out. We'll put some potions in our cube, and you can always fill as many potions as you would like. Here, there, wherever it is, right? Mana burn, stone skin, we do not want at all. We'll re-roll that. Extra strongs, extra fast, and teleport. So this might actually work out okay because he's extra fast. We may be able to get him separated pretty quickly from the pack. He got caught on them, unfortunate. So you can just wait, get everybody down here, and then here we can separate off and separate off. And now we should be able to have Mr. Talik, not quite by himself. But Korlik I'm actually not worried about nearly as much. My bigger issue was having Madoc there. And just make sure we keep our battle cry up, as that does a lot for us. So Madoc being extra strong and just chipping away at us the whole time, I just thought would be kind of annoying. Yeah. This is Nightmare Ancients currently.
Impossible.
This is on players 1. I mean, they're tanky. Look, they are tanky. Okay, and now Mr. Madoc. And nice and easy Ancients. So again, the later you delay the Ancients, the higher level you are. You'll still get that +1 level, up to like, what, 75 or something? Well, for Nightmare, maybe lower. So it's still really nice to just delay it, and then we can get the experience there, and now we're 58, and it's a nice little EXP boost. And we can continue through. Feel free to kill as much or as little as you want. Actually, hold on, I want to go that way. While you're running through here, there is still okay experience to be gained. And of course, if you wish to be farming more, go farm some more. Like, there's still plenty of good farming, and honestly, I might continue to go back and farm further, even beyond this, just because we have that Foul Rune now, which means if we get that Ko Rune, if we get that base, if we get that 6 Open Socket base maybe instead, and want to make the Unbending Will, you know, whatever, there is just a lot of possibility for us. But obedience would be pretty fitting and great for the current build. So I would love obedience, and getting the attack rating would be absolutely fantastic. Always be careful of potential souls on level 2. As we can see. Thankfully we have pretty good resistances, so it's not too bad. And we did get the waypoint. So now I can come here. Go here. So overall from Mephisto we got Saigon's belt, Saigon's armor. We need a better Saigon piece there. I really want Saigon's boots and gloves. We got Rock Stopper, which was fantastic, and a slightly better ring. Definitely some more room for finding stuff. We also found like Plague Bearer and a couple other weapons that were not bad. Does enchant proc with Whirlwind? I can just kill a random dude with it. I don't believe it procs. Maybe on kill for some reason does, but most of the like on hit stuff does not proc with Whirlwind, so we will just have to see. Souls, lovely. And if you get an area that's just filled with like way too much awful stuff and you just feel like I can't fight this, you can always just reset, save, quit out, and come back in and respawn the monsters that are down here. That is always a viable strategy, but this is not too bad right here, in my opinion. Additionally, Baal will decrepify whoever is closest to him. If you're standing too close, you'll both get decrepified, but if not, he'll decrepify whoever's closest. So if you go up there, your mercenary will not, and if you stay down below, then he'll decrepify your mercenary, and then you won't be decrepified. So you can use that to your advantage in some ways. Now, wave 2, I'm going to drag, and I can use taunt as well if I would like. But taunt might be bad. I just want to get some skellies down here first, so we can kill some skellies away from their men. Try and keep them away from the Unravelers, because with the cold and decrepify, it ends up usually being a lot. So we just get them a little bit away, make sure I don't get an Unraveler taunted instead, and then we can bring all of these guys down here. Now I can also taunt the Unravelers if I would like, and also move them so I'm not getting decrepified. That is also an option. But I just didn't want to have to deal with both of those at the same time. Wave 2 down. Wave 3, again, we can always use taunt to just taunt stuff away so we don't have to deal with decrepify. Unfortunately, mercenary goes down to hydras so fast. Just sucks a little bit, but such is life. And we can just drag these guys down here. Do we discover who the black dog is? Yes. Nobody tell him who it is. Look away from chat really fast. I'm sure somebody's gonna try and spoil it. Alright, no spoilers yet. Sirius Black? I said no spoilers! Okay. Chat's not spoiling it. Good. You're good.
I can't.
Nah, we're good. Alright, we have the next wave as well in here. Little spice, gotta be careful. Yeah, it was not great, Squirrel Boy. We got 5k AR. Two waves can spawn at once. If you drag a wave out, the second wave will spawn, yes. So I'm probably never gonna kill, I'm not gonna kill wave 5, I imagine. That'll be a pain. We can take a look and see how it goes, but... Okay, if we separate them off, not as bad actually. Actually, not bad. Thank you. That's pretty good damage for those, for the minions there. That's actually pretty good damage. I'm impressed. That feels better than the Venom Lords did. Level 59, very nice. Yeah, I did not think I would kill these guys, but we do enough damage, we can stand in there and fight. Alright, another point to Whirlwind, and let's go a little more dexterity. Build seems mega weak, you kidding me? I just crushed them. Yeah, Whirlwind got a nice little buff to help it out. And detour there. This is Nightmare. It's just players one. Spin to win, baby! Come on.
I can't.
Easy.
Overburdened. I can't carry anymore. The prime evils are no more.
And just like that, look at you. You beat Nightmare. How simple was that, man? Absolutely a breeze right there. Y'all weren't even sweating. I mean, I'm sweating because my AC's out, but that's the only reason.
Not here.
So, pretty solid. Can get through Baal and his minions pretty well. I don't know, man. Pretty ready for hell. Pretty solid resistances. We have more resist we can put on in some ways. Ate those minions for breakfast. And now we can go and farm, right? So we can quote unquote end it here, right? Again, I'll show the gear that we've got. We're level 59. We could enter into hell at this point, if so desired. But I'm going to continue farming because you know what? This character gets more and more fun the more and more that you farm on him. And I think for a guided playthrough, if you're picking something like a Whirlwind Barbarian, you're probably not picking it to get through the game as if you're playing like a Blizzard Source or a Trap Sin where you're just instantly going to like be able to get through the game. You're playing it because you want the experience that's a little slower, a little grindier, all of this. Maybe I'm wrong. But to me, I know that's why I play here. And so I think a lot of the fun comes from this right here. Heading over to Mephisto and farming Mephisto a bit. Doing some lower Karas. Doing some more, you know, Eldritch, whatever. And finding fun things like Poor Man Shaco. Now, we don't need Poor Man Shaco, but yeah, it's like if you go to Kmart and they're like, we have Shaco for sale, you know. And you're like, well. Or your mom, we have Shaco at home. Well. It's my favorite Tron movie. I love the old one. The new one's not bad though. I thought it wasn't a bad like rendition. Wrong ones. I also want to check out that test sword. Yeah, I enjoyed it still. Rite of Passage, always fun. Decent resist. 1 to Barbie skills. And good ol' Iratha's Cord. Feels great to be back on D2. We finished Nightmare, but we're just farming now. We're just having fun. I really want to get Saigon's gloves and boots and helm. Probably helm the most. It's okay, Zader. Yeah, that's why most of us are looking forward to Llama RPG instead. Is Llama RPG running Unreal Engine? It doesn't need to run Unreal Engine, no. I read it's a Pokemon ripoff. True or false? Pretty false. It has kind of a look like a Pokemon game, but that's about as far as the comparisons go. Quite different. Shift to cast. I mean, I feel like you get crazy control on the tight spins now thanks to being able to just hold the button down. Heard Llama RPG was voted Game of the Year before it even released. It's been speculated. Okay, so we've got a little potential combination with Sanders. It has been speculation, I've heard as well. There is a list of items I would love to find. Duriel Shell, honestly, Spirit Shroud, Ravenfrost, Nagel Ring, Angelic's Ring and Ami, Saigon's Boots, Gloves, Helm, Korun, Ariats, Sanders Boots at this point, potentially. No, Grandfather can't drop, even from Mephisto. So.
What do you need?
D2 feels... The feel of the game is right. That's the best way I can say it. I mean, I can dive into specifics about the itemization being so much stronger. We can talk about the combat. We can talk about the screen, the overall look of the game with the UI and all sorts of pieces. But it all really, in my opinion, comes down to the one piece, which is it just, all of that makes it feel complete and feel like it all gels together well. There's a reason D2 is one of the best games of all time, man. That's hard to that's hard to make. Diablo 2, StarCraft Brood War, Age of Empires 2, Llama RPG. These are the kinds of games that I've just heard that about, you know? Ah, crap. I went to hell. Dang it, I lost my perfect map. And I guess we just do some Eldritch. Red Alert 2. Lost the perfect seed. What's Llama RPG? Oh, you should just check out RPG, !RPG Discord. Crazy hype around it. Crazy hype. Korun? Try and join Blizzard's Diablo team? Nah. That's why we're just making our own game instead. Plus, there's plenty of people that would hate having me design, you know. Let's go player 7. If they put me in charge, the game would be very different. It would not just be Diablo 2, like a lot of people believe, but it would be quite a different game from what it is. Some people would like that, some people would not. But regardless, that's why we're just making Llama RPG instead. So Diablo 4 can exist for all the people that love Diablo 4, and Llama RPG can exist for all the people that would like me to develop a game. And both games exist. Now, one's being made by a multi-billion-dollar company, and the other's being made by a single dude here. 3 to Warcry, 3 to Battlecry. Jesus. Man, I wish I was playing Warcry right now. Yeah, if it was battle orders, ooh. What about Warren? Yeah, I mean, when I say being made by a single dude, I mean a small team of people. I'm designing the whole game by myself pretty much, and then one person is doing the music, one person, we have a couple people doing some art. Warcraft 3 StarCraft devs are making a game, looks half decent. Stormgate? Yeah, Stormgate looks fun.
Good afternoon.
Aw, sorry Don. No, it'll come back. I play Final Fantasy 16. I've actually never played any Final Fantasy games, which seems like a sin considering I'm making a JRPG, but I also like to think the fact that I haven't played a lot of JRPGs allows me to really innovate in this space. And create what I personally am going to love. And not just copy systems from others. But I think it could be good to probably get some sense. Final Fantasy X, probably the best for a easy playthrough. Yeah, I do think overall it'd be a good idea. Little Llama RPG study time. You'd say do 6, that's the last 2D version they made?
Impossible.
I thought they were all 2D. Whirlwind's bad? This is players 8. Whirlwind's doing great. It's good, Sled. How are you? I like Torchlight too. And honestly, for a modern ARPG, I think Torchlight Infinite is pretty solid. Like, I think Torchlight Infinite probably had more depth in a way that I liked than Diablo 4 did. It really doesn't have a lot of gacha in it. It doesn't make sense why they put any, though. It's pretty dumb of them to introduce the smallest amount. It's like, why even try it? Why even do it? There's like barely any that actually matters from it. Level 60. Just with the pets that you can have. I think they're called pets, whatever they are. It's like so small though. But Torchlight Infinite is just Path of Exile light. Which isn't a bad idea to just make it, you know, a light version of Path of Exile. How is this better than the endgame in D4? How is me farming and leveling up a character better than the endgame of the game? You're comparing two different things, my man. We're literally still in Nightmare farming. And somehow is actually still more exciting. Personal opinion. If you've come here to try and convince us that Diablo 4 is better than Diablo 2, there's a lot of streamers that I think you'd rather just go watch, and that would probably be good for you. Let's see how bad this map is now. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying you can't like Diablo 4. You can like that game all you want. It's fantastic. I hope you really like it. Let's switch. Hey, check. See what we got. Darn. I had the perfect map, you guys, and I accidentally went to hell.
Impossible.
See, it's behind us. Nope. Not looking great, but maybe. Such a good map. I'm so upset. Such a good map, and we ruined it. I might come back and check out the next season there. Oh, I thought playing through the game was a horrible experience. I thought it got better in mid-game and then end-game it fell off again, but no, I don't just judge the game based on its end-game.
Good day.
Any goals for this character? Get Saigons! Or Ravens, or Duriels, or something. Alright. How about y'all just ignore each other there, and then we can stop being petty in the chat. It's like a little cat fight going on right now. Let's just enjoy some nice Diablo 2. Whirlwind Barbarian. It's relaxing.
Small move.
Thank you, Tedzun. Appreciate the prime. Welcome back. Come on. I'm so mad I got rid of that. How's it feel coming back to D2R graphics? I actually prefer D2R graphics, personally. I think Diablo 4 looked good. The game looked great in a lot of ways. UI not as much, but overall graphics I thought were pretty solid. But I think D2R graphics are better, especially for a lot of the spells and things. Better lighting, better spell graphics, better just like a few pieces there. If only Saigons, man.
I can't.
Now again, D4 still had very solid graphics. They still looked great in a lot of ways. Dang it. Could have been it. So, yeah, I don't think I like I'm coming back to worse graphics by any means.
What you need?
Darn. How many hours on D2R? Probably like 31,000-ish. D2 Blizzard. D2 Blizzard is a lot better. Diablo 2 Frozen Orb is a lot better. Diablo 2 Ice Armor is a lot better. There's many spells where Diablo 2, the spells are just way improved. A lot of the fire stuff I think looks better. Oops. Have I tried playing D2R on controller? I think I did once. It was alright. Plus, just like fights and stuff in general, I prefer here. Diablo 4 has that Diablo 3 arcadey fight, you know.
Help me!
Hi MR Llama, greetings from Austria.
Hello. How are you doing, Andrew? Thank you very much for the Moo Girl Dinner Fund. Man, it's just impossible. I might just give up on it. Say, forget about it. Let's just go. Let's go to heck. Go try and farm something else or just get a couple more levels. Specific mechanic that makes it arcadey. One, I think the like text and numbers and everything flashing. I know you can turn numbers off, but you can't turn the text off. So like having that flashing all over the screen makes it feel arcadey. Two, the fact that every build is jump in the middle and then blow everything up, or it blows you up immediately. There's not really this like as much positioning. And I mean, Whirlwind Barb here isn't the best example of it, but even this I'm kind of still navigating my way around. It's a much different kind of fight. But that's more like the modern ARPG fight, which is everything blows up instantly. You know.
Salutations.
Yeah, it's kind of like you one shot or you get one shot, and then there's a billion different CC things, and so you just wait to go unstoppable when they CC, and it's kind of your fight. Like, you CC them or they CC you, and it's kind of all really balanced and built around that idea. And then lots of explosions after death. Every monster has some sort of after death explosion. Which is something that a lot of, you know, games do nowadays. Is that what the kids want? I guess so. I mean, the game has done really well. Seems like there's a lot of people that are enjoying it, so. There you go. I don't know why they can't just make monsters hard to fight without masking the difficulty behind after death effects. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the difficulty is either in an after death effect or in like crazy CC, and that's kind of where it is. And a lot of it I think does come from the idea of level scaling. I think the dynamic scaling really messes with a lot of stuff. A lot of mobs just get like crazy high HP and things as they go up, and then just kind of turn into these one-shot mobs. But then if you get to their level, then all of a sudden they're like back down. It's just kind of like it's weird how it all scales. It doesn't scale in a great way either, on top of just scaling not being great. You're level 91 and extremely bored? Yeah. Once you get to 90, you're like, well, there's a lot of Paragon points I'm missing, but I don't really want to do anything. Even after 80. I'll be really curious to see how Diablo 4 is doing in like a season or two. Because right now, it's, you know, it's fresh. There's a lot of people still playing. Again, 90% of people playing the game haven't even beaten the campaign yet. So they still have like a lot to get through. But it's kind of like, once a lot of people get through that, will they want to continue pushing that end game? Will there be a lot of that? Or, you know, there's not much like big desire to start the season and make a new character, I feel like, you know? So I'm curious if a lot of people would get to that point and be like, I don't want to make another character. I'm just curious how many people will and won't. But there's a lot of people that still play Diablo 3. So there is a group of people out there. Yay! Saigons! Let's go! I need one more piece. I mean, I have the armor, but then I lose the MF of my current pieces. Oh, Saigon's gloves, where are you? I want the 30 IAS.
Not here.
So what, attacker takes damage as our bonus if we shift this in. So we get that, attacker takes damage at 20, but we get the 50 MF. Which means you lose 26 MF and +1 all skills. not worth. But give me the helmet. Actually, helmet. Yeah, why am I asking for gloves? I mean, helmet and gloves are both great. 30 IAS. Attack rating. If you want, we can try cows. I will give them a try. I don't think it'll go super well, but if we do players 1, maybe. Man. If that had ED on it, give that sucker to a mercenary. 40 IAS with Fool's Mod.
Can I help you?
Let's go find the Darkwood. Dang, Zarth. You give that some ED? Ooh! Could have been a huge weapon. Doing well. How are you? It's not going to turn, is it? Yeah. Normal Mephisto is my best chance for Saigon's helm. What about Saigon's gloves? See, the thing is, Nightmare Mephisto can also give me other things. Okay, so I have 120 MF? Wait, that doesn't seem right. Where'd my... Oh, wait, I have 146 MF. 150 MF. Oh wait, I wanted the tree. What are my odds of dropping Saigon's helm? And Saigon's gloves at normal Mephisto and at Nightmare. Oh, those dudes just don't want to get hit.
This tree is one of a kind.
Who goes there?
Alright, Asab. It's been nice, but it's time for Emilio!
I can't carry anymore.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
Good solo class in D2? Any of them, take your pick. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? One in 106. Helm is 1 in 246. Oof. Oh, I can't complete the quest. Gosh darn it. I gotta go back. I went to beyond it. Rip. That's okay. Do we have a waypoint?
Impossible. I can't.
There it is. Best guides, Icy Veins. Exclamation mark, guides. Why is it the best guides? Because I wrote them all. When were the guides last updated? I updated them pretty recently. So everything should be updated for Sunder Charms and the new assassin, all that stuff. Hey, we got the perfect circle. This is players 8. I'm gonna go down to P1.
Deckard Cain, you've got to get out of here.
You've got to get out of here. It's got 10 MF on it. Could use it for magic finding. Escort quest complete. Alright, let's give these cows a try. Oh, we do have Sanders, so Sanders' boots would also be good. Alright, I'm just moving this over because that's going to another character. How's Grail going? Nice. We gotta get back into it. There's no MF in D4. There is on sigils or whatever, but that's it. No, like, player MF. It's gonna be tough. See how regular cows do. But why would you need MF in Diablo 4? Everything drops rare. Higher item level bases? That's not what MF does. Emilio!
Impossible.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
The sweet sound of Diablo 2. Welcome back, Moo Moo Farms.
Thanks, Super. Just not quite enough. Go players 8 and just pop all the poppables that we can. See if we can get a co-rune. Maybe some charms.
I can't.
Otherwise, no. Yeah, cow's just not worth. I mean, we knew it'd be tough for this character. For cows to really like pay off. It's all good. Oh, bye, Kobe. All right, well, level 61. I feel like this is a totally fine place to chill with him. There is a lot of room for this character. Again, if we can get Saigon's gloves or belt, that'll be a really nice boost for us there. There's still room for a better... Ooh, all res 3. Get rid of that. Still room for better other pieces. We've got Sanders' gloves. Probably don't need Bloodfist anymore since we have those. If we get Sanders' boots and such, that could be nice. We have Mahim, Scolders, Rockstopper, Insight. We have a foul rune now, so if we can get ourselves a co-rune, if we can get ourselves a 5 open socket pole arm, we can make obedience. 6 open socket sword, we could make unbending will. A lot that we can do there. We've got Plague Bearer and Jinther's Rift for some mad damage. We have Blade of Ali Baba if we want the extra MF. Just so many things. So many things going on, so... This is our character right now. Some nice farming today. We finished up Nightmare. We'll just have to get into part Hell pretty soon here. But this is kind of an overview of everything we got. Mwah! Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. I'll see you guys in part Hell. Peace.